Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. Today, I'm going to talk to you about top 10 fragrance extremes. And this is based on a video that Steven Red Essence did at the end of last year, where he chose 10 categories, I guess, extreme fragrance categories, and chose a fragrance that best represents each category. And he talked in that video that he would like to make it as a tag video, so if anyone else is interested in doing it, they're welcome to do so. And I thought this was a really interesting concept, and so I decided to do it as well. So the first category is most expensive fragrance in my collection. And, you know, the word expensive is sort of relative for all of us. It means different things. I don't think I have anything in my collection that's, you know, extremely expensive, sort of going in the high hundreds or thousands territory. But I have a few fragrances that are sort of around the same price range. So the one that I chose to share with you is from Fragrance du Bois, and this is New York 5th Avenue. I think this is one of the most expensive fragrances in my collection. This fragrance has rose, it has violet, it has caramel, vanilla, cypriol oil, woody notes. To me, this really smells like rose and oud combination. But in addition to rose, there's also definitely violet here. I feel violet, it brings a bit of powderiness to this composition and doesn't sort of turn it from being this I don't want to say simple, but a combination of rose and oud that we've heard many times. We've seen it in many fragrances, but I think this addition of violet makes it more interesting. So this is rose, violet, and oud. To me, that's basically what it is. It is oudy, it is a little bit sweet, a little bit powdery, definitely rosy, floral. That's what it smells like. This is not a very loud fragrance. It's more sort of understated and elegant, kind of sophisticated combination of florals and oud. I think this would be pretty much appropriate for any occasion. Anyways, Fragrance du Bois is one of the most expensive fragrances in my collection. Next category is most kitschy. Well, I think that could be the most kitschy fragrance or the most kitschy bottle. I chose the second. I went with the kitschiest bottle in my collection. You know, sometimes I'm surprised that I still have this fragrance, but I really like the scent, and so that's why I keep the bottle. This is, of course, from Juicy Couture. This is Viva La Juicy Sucree. I mean, yes, perhaps some find the bottle cute, but it is in reality hideous. It is kitschy, but you know, the scent is fun. Sometimes I am in a mood to wear something simple, sweet, uncomplicated, just something happy, and that's what it smells like to me. You know, there are red berries, whipped cream, vanilla, florals, fruits, sandalwood, okay, whatever. This really, you know, this looks like a cupcake. This smells like a cupcake. I mean, there isn't much more to it. It smells like a really sweet, sugary cupcake. Like I said, sometimes I'm in the mood to wear something like this, but the bottle is definitely kitschy. Next category is the most daring fragrance in my collection. And you know, surprisingly, this was the hardest category for me to choose because I don't think I really have daring fragrances in my collection. You know, I buy fragrances that I enjoy. So, you know, if I really enjoy a certain scent profile, I don't think it's really daring. So at the end, I decided to go with a sample that I have. A sample that I have for now, but I really want to get a full bottle. I just haven't gotten to it yet. This is Vanille Havane from the house that I cannot pronounce. Les Indemodables? I don't know, something close to that. I'm obviously gonna put a name on the screen. So this fragrance to me is quite daring. what does it have? It has tobacco, rum, cacao, dried fruits, vanilla, amber, leather, floral notes. Why do I think it's daring? Because I think, especially in the opening, it's extremely strong and powerful, and I think it leans more masculine. Like in the opening, I mostly get tobacco and rum. That's basically it. Really, for me, the opening is tobacco and rum. Mostly, maybe even with a hint of leather, not too much. Now, when this fragrance starts opening up, yes, it becomes more my cup of tea. It becomes more ambery, more sweet, more kind of resinous, more warm. Yes, tobacco and rum always stay there, but it's those other notes that balance it out, and it becomes more my cup of tea. But the opening, I think, is quite daring. It's quite challenging. And I think especially it's daring for a woman. In my opinion, remember, we all have our own opinions. Anyone can wear whatever they want. But in my opinion, the opening of this fragrance is quite daring. So that's why I've chosen it for this category. Next category is most versatile. And here I chose Vanille de Tahiti from Paris, Monte Carlo. Why? Well, because it's an interesting vanilla. It's very different vanilla, and I think it's suitable for any occasion and for any season. So this is kind of a floral, tropical floral vanilla. There is champaca, there is ylang ylang, vanilla, sandalwood, amber, and musk. And I really do get these flowers, champaca and ylang ylang, which make me think of tropical flowers. I don't know, technically, are they considered tropical? I don't know. But that's what it makes me think of. Definitely, I get vanilla, I get sandalwood. It's very soft, kind of floral vanilla. It's not a gourmand vanilla. I love wearing this fragrance to the office because it's not overpowering. It's not too strong and it's not too sweet. It's not going to be, you know, headache inducing for anyone around me. It is also the type of vanilla that I think will work in cold weather. I've worn it in the last couple of months, but I also think it's going to work in a warm weather as well because it has those floral nuances and because it's not overpoweringly sweet. It will work in the heat as well. So for me, this is one of the most versatile fragrances in my collection. Next category is most popular. Well, this one was really easy. I think one of the most popular fragrances that I have is La Belle from Jean-Paul Gaultier. And I chose the original La Belle because I think this one got more hype than the flanker. This is gorgeous. I loved it when I got it. I still love it. Pear, tonka, vanilla. I don't know. I think there might be some other notes now, but I really get, you know, juicy, sweet pear. That's what it smells like. It's beautiful. I think it's popular for a reason. It's an uncomplicated scent, but at the same time, it's beautiful, it's appealing, it's mass appealing. And so I think it really deserves its popularity. Next category is most opulent scent. Here I chose, and really again, I was in between a few scents, but at the end, I decided to go with Italica from Xerjoff. In my opinion, it's the most opulent scent in my collection. It's almond, toffee, milk, vanilla. Mostly that's what I get. The scent is really opulent. It is rich. It is sweet. It is delicious. It's like eating an almond cookie at some really bougie, posh restaurant. Like, it's not your, you know, everyday cookie that you buy at a grocery store. No, that's some kind of a elevated almond cookie, and it does have slight lactonic element. It is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful, and it is definitely rich and opulent. Next category is most linear scent in my collection, and this one was an easy choice. For some reason, this is the fragrance that came to mind right away, and it is One Umbrella for Two from Floraiku. Yes, this scent is very simple. There isn't even much to explain about it. The notes say tea, cedar, and blackcurrant, but the smell is completely different, at least to me, and I know to many others, because I have heard many others describe it the same way that I perceive this scent. This is a blueberry muffin. It starts out as a blueberry muffin. It doesn't develop into anything. It stays as a blueberry muffin until the end of this fragrance's life. That's really what it smells like. I can't even add anything else. I don't get tea, I don't get cedar, I don't get blackcurrant, I get blueberry muffin from beginning until the end. So for that reason, I love this fragrance, I really do. It's not something I will wear every day. I really have to be in the mood to smell like blueberry muffin, but I still think it's beautiful. I still love it, but it is 100% linear from beginning until the end. Next category is most complex fragrance in my collection, and here I went with number 5 from Rosendo Mateu. Why? Well, if you look at the notes of this fragrance, they don't look complicated at all. I mean, at all. We have exotic floral notes, spices, cardamom, lily of the valley, amber, vanilla, and musk. Seems pretty straightforward, but as I've mentioned before, to me, this scent is quite complex. The notes don't do it justice at all. It just smells like, I don't know what it smells like. It cannot be explained. I believe that this scent has to be experienced. This is an experience. You have to test it on your own skin to really grasp what this scent does to you, what it smells like, what kind of mood it puts you in. You have to experience it. And so for that reason, you know, describing or reading the notes or even trying to describe what it smells like doesn't do it justice. And so even though the notes might seem simple and straightforward, to me, this composition is quite complex. And so that's why I chose it as the most complex scent in my collection. Next category is most cloned, and well, I think kind of have a feel that most of us will have similar answers here. Of course, most cloned is Baccarat Rouge. I don't have that fragrance, so I went with another choice, which I think is cloned. Now, I have Delox from Tiziana Terenzi, but really, I think the original scent here is Intense Cafe from Monte. Then there is Delox. Then there is Cambridge from Xerjoff. There's Grey Pearls from the House of Wood, and many, many others. What is it? Roses Vanille from Monte. There are others that smell very, very similar. So to me, this is a scent profile that I think originated with Intense Cafe from Monte. I could be wrong. I don't know exactly which one came out first, but I sort of have a feeling it was the Intense Cafe. And then, you know, that scent profile became popular, and sort of many, many other houses released fragrances that smell differently. Delox from Tiziana Terenzi being one of them. This is, of course, coffee, rose, and vanilla. That's what it smells like. You know, most of them smell very, very similarly with, you know, small different nuances, but the overall feel is basically the same. So that's my choice for the most cloned fragrance. And so that brings us to the last category, which is the most complemented fragrance. And here I've chosen Fleur Narcotique from Nihilo. It's a relatively new scent in my collection. I acquired it this summer, and you know, I've heard a lot of things about this fragrance before I purchased it, and everyone that talked about it being very complimentary fragrance. Like when you wear it, people always give you compliments, especially men give a lot of compliments on this fragrance. And you know, once I got it and I tried it, I realized, yeah, they're right. Men love this fragrance. Don't know why, but they love it. I always get compliments when I wear this fragrance. I get it from my husband every time I wear it, and I get it from others when I'm outside. So this is a floral, fruity, musky scent. Mostly it is floral to me. There is lychee, bergamot, peach, peony, orange blossom, jasmine, petalia, musk, moss, and woody notes. Really mostly I'm getting orange blossom, really kind of slightly musky, maybe slightly woody orange blossom with just small addition of fruits. That's really it. This scent is not very sweet, but it has really nice kind of flowy feel to it, like very liquid feel to it. But you know, surprisingly for kind of a fruity floral musky scent, it's strong, it's powerful, it has a great sillage. It really fills up the room when I spray it. So yeah, this is definitely the most complimented scent in my collection. So there you go. Here are my 10 fragrance extremes. Thank you, Steven, for creating this video concept or this tag. It was really fun coming up with fragrances for all of these categories. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye.